What's up, boss? How you?
Good.
My man.
How are you?
Good, yeah. Good. Jump up.
It may seem like a casual chat between a barber and his client.
And how's the family? All good?
Yeah.
But it's these small conversations that are making a big difference.
So your conversations can start from them having a crap day to one of the kids has run away, they don't know how to deal with it, or I'm having a bad week with my wife.
I remember him telling me that when he's going through some pretty dark times, that's what he likes to deal with.
Yeah.
Or when he just needs to realign his mental state.
Yeah.
Owner of Groove Kuttz, Tony Stowers, is changing the narrative for men in Tamaki Makaurau, one haircut at a time.
The barbershop's a powerful place there. It's more than just a haircut.
This is a safe place for men to come and kōrero without the fear of being judged.
Yeah, so struggle is real, man.
I can tell in the first couple of minutes how the haircut or the conversation is going to go. You can get clients that just want to get in and get out, but the ones that want to talk, yeah, you know straight away.
Prior to becoming a barber, Tony worked as an engineer for 22 years.
Awesome, brother.
And during that time, he was struck by a tragedy that changed his life.
I buried my son 7 years ago, and it took me to some pretty dark places. My barber at the time, he just had a way of talking to you and helping me through my grief that I was going through at the time.
Tony fell into a dark depression and began drinking heavily to numb his pain.
But, I was able to have, one of my close bros just be there, just be present, and we would sometimes sit there and not say a word. But because he was there, that was healing.
Inspired by his own barber, Tony Stowers threw in his engineering job and picked up the clippers. He's now created a safe place for men to kōrero. It's called Barbershop Talk, and the kaupapa came to fruition during the first COVID lockdown in 2020.
I don't think we were prepared for what COVID brought, and I think anybody was prepared. You had all these whānau who were used to being apart for the week, and then boom, that dynamic just changed.
During COVID, Tony noticed his clients were facing a new kind of stress. The long lockdowns had taken their toll on everyone's mental health.
A lot of the brothers that were coming through were, just unhappy. A little bit of depression turned into alcohol. And so I just opened up my shop after hours for them to come through for a coffee and just sit and chat.
Earlier this year, Manurewa Marae jumped on board to help fund the kaupapa. It's attracted men of all ages, the youngest just 17 and the eldest 62.
They all come from different walks of life.
All different walks of life, got a Greek guy, Filipino, a couple of Pākehā boys, and then obviously a Māori and Pacifica.
Since its inception, more than 450 men have been part of Barbershop Talk.
A lot of the brothers have been carrying their mamae for a long time, not knowing of any space. But I guess what we do makes them feel comfortable and allows them to express themselves.
Well done, bro.
The talks have proved so popular, Tony needed a bigger venue. He's moved to this gym run by his league legend cousin Ruben Wiki, adding health and wellness to their kaupapa.
I think it was really important to try to start something with my cousin and just make more men aware of speaking out is safe to do.
As a former hard man of the Warriors, Ruben says he was taught to never show emotion and to hide his feelings.
I played in the 90s and the men that I was involved with was hard Kiwi men. Back in those days, just said, get up, harden up, don't worry about sharing your feelings kind of thing.
That perspective has changed, and Ruben says that spaces for men to come together are very much needed now more than ever.
If you internally you bottle it up, it's just going to explode one day and probably won't be a nice one.
Currently, I'm out on bail because of an assault charge, and I'm here to share my story and get myself better. I don't want to be a violent person anymore.
Some of the issues discussed here are things that these men usually keep to themselves.
And I'm sure all of us will agree, you feel like shit, man. But in that moment when you're getting your hair cut, you feel like a king, even if it's only for 5 minutes. You're feeling fresh, you're feeling I can face the world. And that's what I get from here.
I was looking for something, but I just couldn't, I didn't know where to look, I didn't know who to turn to or what I was looking for. I just needed some advice or somebody to talk to.
Tony says Barbershop Talk has been empowering for the tāne who attend.
What I love about this group is even though we do have our struggles, we got each other checking in, eh? And man, that's second to none, priceless, you know?
Why do you think tāne always turn up on Tuesday?
I believe it's because of the space that we've created.
I never thought in my wildest dream that I'd be in a group of men who look like me and feel safe talking about, what we share.
So we normalise crying. We normalise that it's okay to be vulnerable. And what happens in that space, you're not judged, and it stays there.
It's nice to hear other people's problems because then you know you're not alone.
It's a big mental shift for these tāne, learning that it's okay to talk about their feelings.
There's no point getting angry at her.
Something that wasn't second nature for Tony.
And I'm not saying that there was a lot of bad things that happened in my upbringing. No, there wasn't. It's just, it wasn't those kind of conversations that took place.
Do you think the momentum's changed and switched out now?
Definitely, but I still think it could be more work done.
That mahi includes extending the Barbershop Talk to rangatahi.
Some of the kids that come through seem too much, way too much for their time, They come to the barbershop because, one, they feel safe. Two, they can openly and freely express themselves and know that they're not going to be judged.
Yeah, a lot of things going on around here, bud. Ram raids and gangs and stuff like that. But we're just kind of trying to get our back out and check first.
We're here for you.
And Barbershop Talk is a powerful example of a mental health model for tāne that's working.
Where do you hope to see your kaupapa in the near future?
I would like to see us become better versions of ourselves, Better fathers, better husbands, better brothers, partners, just better men.